Kartavyamasti namameha na kinchideva stadavyamityadimana bhuvi samstitosmi samshantaya satada suktadhiyaiva vrittya karyam karomi nacha kinchidaham karomi karyam karomi nacha kinchidaham karomi. Harihi, Harihi, Harihi Om Tats, Harihi Om Tats. Madhya hridaya kashe sadanandamayo guruhu udetu satatam samyak swatmananda prabodhakaha. Harihi, Harihi, Harihi Om Tats. We shall have 3 times joint recitation of the auspicious monosyllable Omkara. Let us make the sound permeate the whole of the earth and shower its benedictions upon all creatures on the earth. Interlock your fingers and put them on your lap. Sit comfortably erect. Close your eyes. Open the mouth and heart and join me. You have to breathe fully in, then only the sound will be all right. We will have a joint recitation. I will recite, you follow me. This is a shloka which I generally do when I take Yogavasishtha Ramayana. It is also a prayer, an invocation, but suited to the theme and discussion of Yogavasishtha Ramayana. Divi bhumau tatha kashe
Divi bhumau tatha kashe.
Have you got the letters? Divi bhumau tatha kashe
Divi bhumau tatha kashe.
Behihi antascha me vibhuhu
Bahihi antascha me vibhuhu.
Behirantascha me vibhuhu
Bahirantascha me vibhuhu.
Yo vibhati
Yo vibhati
avabhasatma
avabhasatma.
Yo vibhatyavabhasatma
Yo vibhatyavabhasatma.
Tasmai sarvatmane namaha
Tasmai sarvatmane namaha.
Tasmai sarvatmane namaha
Tasmai sarvatmane namaha.
The entire theme as well as the conclusion of Yogavasishtha Ramayana are contained in this verse. I will explain to you. Divi bhumau tatha akashe. Divi in the celestial heights. Bhumau upon the earth. Tatha akashe. The intervening and surrounding space. Is it clear? Divi bhumau tatha akashe. Bahihi outside. Antaha inside. Me. My outside and my inside. Vibhu. There is a presence which is capable of becoming whatever it wants. Yo vibhati. That presence is such that it shines. It shines as what? Avabhasatma. It shines as shiningness itself. What? Will you agree when I say thought shines? Unless the thought shines, how do you know it? But is it shining with this kind of a luminosity? Huh? Is it yellow dark? No. But nevertheless, when the thought arises, we know. Who makes the thought know? The thought itself arises and it says, I have arisen. So there is a brilliance or a splendor that is not a visual splendor, but we don't have any other word to point it out. It is a brilliance, no doubt. That brilliance which makes itself known to the mind of man, to the intelligence of man. When an idea arises in your mind, suddenly we know it. Suppose your intelligence is knowing it. The intelligence knowledge, it is a kind of a brilliance. So, yo vibhadi avabhasatma. It is in the nature of avabhasa, revelation itself. Tasmai. To that supreme presence, sarvatmane namaha. To that sarvatma. Are you able to think? Huh? Please grow from your mustard heart and mind. We are interacting with the four elements. Earth, solid earth, fluid water, gaseous air, and also fire. But understand that these four are surrounded by and sustained by the space. All the four are limited. But what about the space? Say, unlimited. Unlimited. And all the four have been born from empty space. That is why they are empty. Yo vibhatya vabhasatma tasmai sarvatmane namaha. Earth is limited, water is limited, gas, air is limited, fire is limited. But space is unlimited. So you should certainly be able to conceive of something like that spatial, endless expanse and infinitude. You must be able to understand it. Don't say, I cannot. The more and more you get out of your house and look into the sky, remain for about 15 minutes and come back, you will find your mind will be different. Suppose you go on seeing things like this. The mind also will be like that. Allow the mind to be reflected. In Switzerland, there was a dairy farm. Very good cows were there. So the owner of the Goshala there, he used to engage people to look after the cows. He said, whenever I have spotted calves, I will give them to you. Whatever are white, I will keep them. That was additional incentive for the boy, for the man. So he started looking after. 1, 2, 3 years pass. Cows become pregnant in a year. So every child, every calf that was born was spotted. but nothing was white. So this man was, I will not get any coffee. He was thinking, what has happened? His whole cow shed was absolutely white. So he said, I will now color it and put stripes there. And within 2 years, the cow started delivering spotted calves. You don't know anything from this? Huh? You are not getting a message?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Similarly, look at the sky. Your mind will become spatial. Look at the walls of the house. You will become like the wall. Revolve, expansive ideas, refined ideas, widespread thought. Why are we remaining constricted? Our body is limited, I agree. If the body is limited, the mind that animates the body is unlimited. It is more spacious than space itself. Do you understand? Is it difficult to know this? Huh? Otherwise, where is the world reflected? Is it reflected in your eyes? In your ears? Where is it reflected and revealed? Mind. So if the mind reveals an infinite expanse, what should be the nature of the mind? Please understand this. Whenever we are born, we are crowned with a mortal body and an immortal soul. All of you think that I have only the mortal body. People like us think body comes next, the immortal spirit first. When are you going to have this shift from the mortal to the immortal? From darkness to light? From the unreal to the real? Divibhumau tathakashe
Divibhumau tathakashe
Bahirantascha me vibhu
Bahirantascha me vibhu
Yo vibhatyavabhasatma
Yo vibhatyavabhasatma
Tasmai sarvatmane namaha.
Tasmai sarvatmane namaha.
Self-realization is the supreme treasure of human life. We are not trying to realize something, manufacturing it, or going near it, or acquiring it, buying it, possessing it. No. We are only realizing something that is already present in you. What is that? The self. In other words, the I. The I. The I. Realizing the I, its measure, its character, its magnitude, its potential, its majesty, its exalted nature, in realizing it, the mind becomes so. Whatever the mind thinks assiduously, that it will become. Suppose you start thinking about somebody to come to your house with a lot of expectation and look out, you will find anybody who comes is your relative. The quality and law of the mind is ya matihi sa gadir bhaved. Whatever you constantly think about, reflect upon, that the mind becomes. So when you start thinking about the self, contemplating about the self, remembering about the self is infinite. So when you think, what will your thoughts be? Huh? Why are you reluctant to say this? See the unwillingness. I can understand children sometimes proving unwilling. But grown-up people like you, when I address you and awaken your knowledge, why are you unresponding? See, when the mind can only have ideas, so it starts nurturing the idea of the self. One after the other, the qualities of the self. Automatically the mind will get transformed. Tell me, is there any other way of transforming the mind? By having any particular drink? So mind gets transformed by its own thought process, attitude process, emotion process. So self-realization is the supreme treasure. The talks will be based upon Yogavasishtha Ramayana. You know, in the spiritual life, particularly in Yogavasishtha Ramayana, there are two important words. One is Viveka, another is Vairagya. Say that. Viveka refers to the beautiful application of the intelligence by virtue of which you are able to differentiate between good and bad, right and wrong, real and unreal, mortal and immortal. Particularly the real and the unreal. What is the real? That which is present in the past, present and future alike. That is real. Everything else is unreal. So you tell me whether the body is real or unreal. What about the world you interact with? Is it real or unreal? Call it so. Write on your wall, world is unreal. My body is unreal. Then why is the body there? Because of the real I. Because of this body is manifesting the I. We should be grateful to our body. The body is a manifestation of the self. But for the body, you will not have any experience at all. Much less can you think of the self or the soul. So Viveka is one, Vairagya is another. What is meant by Vairagya? The quality called dispassion. Dispassion is a quality you have to cultivate. Dispassion comes because you assess the nature of the world, the nature of the body. The nature of the world, the nature of the body. Let me ask you a question. Are you the body or you have a body? If you have a body, what are you? You are not the body. You only have the body. You have a house, but you are not the house. You wear the dress, you are not the dress. You have your father, but you are not the father. So, is the body you or yours? It is mine. It is yours. If the body is only yours, an object, why do you think of the body as I, the subject? Is it not a grave mistake? Huh? Right from the initial days of grammar, we are taught the subject is different from the object. The subject is different from the object. Subject is the source from which an action flows, and the action flows towards the object. I is the subject, body is the object. You are looking at the wall and the roof. With the same eyes you are looking at your own body. If the roof is separate from you, different from you, this body is not different from? Huh? See, your voice becomes low. Even touching is a sensation. Seeing also is a sensation. Our body is perceived by the senses, either seen or heard. You can lick your body, smell your body, you can touch your body. It is something that is sensed by the senses. It is an object. If the body is an object, the question naturally arises, what is the subject? Without the subject, there can never be an object at all. We speak of the object remaining in the subject. When I see a tree, the tree comes next. I who wants to see the tree comes first. And the sea is only imprinted in my mind with the help or through the instrumentality of the eyes. Even when I see the tree, I don't see the tree at all. You don't see your mother, your husband, your child. You never see. Then what are you seeing? You are seeing a mental imprint of your husband and wife, child, just like the tree. Are you shocked? Huh? Are you shocked? My dear souls, you have come here to know this. Otherwise, let us disband the whole session. My body is also seen by my eyes, felt by my skin. It is a product of sensation, just like all the other objects. So from today at least you start thinking that I am not the body. Body is material. It also has energy content in it. So I am different from the body. Naturally it stands to reason that I am neither material nor energial. So I am different from matter and energy, the entire Pancha-bhaudik world. And there is only one substance different from Panchabhutas, that is consciousness, the power called animation, sentience. That is what I am. Yogavasishtha repeatedly emphasizes this. So the one quality that will help you for it is viveka on the one hand, and trying to understand the unreality of the world, including your body, and develop dispassion towards them. Dispassion. You are already having a mortal body. If with the mortal body you start collecting mortal things, will mortality stand multiplied or reduced? Thoda boliye na. Will get multiplied. Is the game good or bad? Say that it is bad, that is called dispassion. Dispassion is something that you can cultivate. There are beautiful shlokas. The great poet Bhartrihari has written 3 centuries of verses, and 100 verses are only on dispassion. He was a great king who ruled the kingdom. Finally found out that he was not worth sitting on the throne because he could not understand the pulsations in the queen's mind. I am supposed to know the pulsation of all my subjects, but I am missing to know what exactly is playing in the mind of my own wife. So I will not sit on the throne. He retired into the forest, lived an ascetic contemplative life, as a result of which he wrote 3 centuries of verses. The first is called Niti Sadakam, the second is called Sringara Sadakam, dealing with romance, and the third is Vairagya Sadakam. I would like you to get a copy of this Vairagya Sadaka and read it. Spend some time. By knowing that our mortal body is mortal, it is not going to change at all. It is already mortal, whether you know it or not. So this Viveka and Vairagya, Viveka leading to Vairagya, both, they are like the wings of a bird. By fluttering them, you can go to any extent, anywhere, soar very high. Both Viveka and Vairagya, Rama had in ample measure. Which Rama? Dasharatha's son. How old he was? 16 years old. By then he had completed his lessons in archery. He was only 16 years old, not even a full adult. He had completed lessons in archery. Then what will the prince do? Nothing particularly to do. His father was ruling the kingdom. So Rama had heard quite well that pilgrimage is something very good. Our people go on pilgrimage when they have become useless at home. You should go on pilgrimage when you are young, when you can walk, climb, talk to people, understand the people. So the pilgrimage exposes you to the nature of the world, the different plights and weights of the people, the society at large. Talk to them, talk to people, try to understand. So pilgrimage has got an important role in our life. That is one exercise or one activity or a mission which will lead your mind to endless expansion. The whole man will change, not by seeing an idol, but you should interact with the people and find out. So Rama, with a lot of hope and fervor, started on his pilgrimage along with his retinue. He found quite a number of places he saw. He talked to so many people. He went with a lot of hope, fervor, enthusiasm and expectation. But when he came back, he was disappointed, dejected and despondent. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
This is what happens when you know the world. Even today you travel the whole world. Don't stop with towns and cities. Go to the village areas. We were driving through beautiful roads in Malaysia, beautiful roads. One day I happened to go a little away from the road. Those roads are like what we have in India. In Washington I found potholes in the public road in Washington. Some of the walls of the buildings very dirty. So I thought here also the story is the same. But that is not what the papers say. They are conducting soup kitchens for foodless people to eat. In America, can you imagine? There are very rare instances when people take the leftover food thrown into the dustbins. That also is there. Why don't you go to the world, see, talk to people, understand? Our village has a lot of beauty, though there is poverty. So Rama interacted with quite a number of people. He wanted to travel in the land and understand the inner pulsations of the people. Yogavasishtha Ramayana discusses the supreme wisdom, no doubt, but together with Viveka and Vairagya. Every time Yogavasishtha Ramayana tries to inculcate in you discrimination and dispassion. See what Rama had to say. After the pilgrimage he came back and he was not talking to anybody. He used to go to the father and mothers and prostrate before them. He stopped that practice, was not talking to anybody. Nobody knew what was in his mind, but melancholy, sorrow, dejection was writ large on his face. He would not speak anything. That was the time sage Vishwamitra came with a view to take Rama to protect his yaga. Dasharatha welcomed him with a lot of veneration. My whole palace is purified. My whole family is purified, blessed. Please let me know why you have come. I have come to take Rama. The entire picture changed. Rama, Rama. If I send away Rama, my life forces will be gone. He is young. He has never fought any war. He doesn't know what is a battlefield. I shall myself come and look after your yaga against Ravana's men. No, I don't want you. I only want Rama. Luckily, sage Vasishtha was there. He interfered and said, Dasharatha Maharajan, what are you saying? Vishwamitra was a Kshatriya earlier. He is a great saint now. Your son has grown under your care, under your nursing for 16 years. The time has come for you to send him to be under the care of a saint. Vishwamitra would be a good master. Association with him would be greatly enriching for him. Send him pleasantly, cheerfully, hopefully and confidently. Yes, I shall send. But what can I do? Rama doesn't talk to me. What I hear is he is utterly dejected. He has stopped performing the Sandhya also. Huh? Then Vasishtha worried. What is this that you are saying? Can you tell me why this dejection has come? What transpired before it? He said, he took permission from me and went on a pilgrimage. When he came back, this is the plight. Oh, I see. This is dispassion, my dear king. This is not for the parents to treat, nor the king to address. It is for people like us to address instances of dejection, dispassion and despondency. Ask Rama to come here, let me talk to him, he said. Rama was called for, and Vasishtha asked him, my dear son, let me first of all know what are you suffering from? What are the factors which agitate you, depress you, aggrieve you, disappoint you? What is that? So Rama started speaking. Do you know? Yogavasishtha Ramayana has got 6 prakaranas, 6 sections. The Vairagya and Mumukshu prakarana, the first 2, you should read it. It is a very, very elevated reading. All of you are living a small life in a simple house. How much will be your experience and knowledge? But the world is huge and wide. How will you have an inkling of what the people are experiencing? So these Shastras spend a lot of time in bringing home to the reader a number of facts and figures about life and the world. So Sri Rama started speaking. Balye gade kalpidake lilole manomrge dharadari shujirne sharirake jarjaratam prayade viduyade kevalame valogaha. Bah. I don't know whether you like to hear this. Yes. Huh? Yes. A 16-year-old boy, and that too the pet prince of Dasharatha, born and brought up in extreme luxury, royal glory. That man is saying, what is human life, my dear saying? When we are children, we play with a number of dolls, quite a number of them. We make cake with the earth using a coconut shell for it. We are all playing. Balye gade kalpidake lilole. It's all our imagination. Manomrige dharaderi shujirne. When one becomes a youth, the sole attraction becomes the opposite sex, wife particularly. Sharirake jarjaratam prayade. The youth passes and we are affected by old age. When we become old, the skin becomes wrinkled. Viduyade kevalame valogaha. All people are given to, I was doing everything, now it's all my sons, they don't know anything. They don't know anything. They don't have a good word to speak about children, all blaming. This is the nature of the world. Jara tushara bhihatam sharira sarojinim duratare vimuchya kshanadgade jivida chancharige janasya samsara sarova shushkam. When you become old, it is just like a beautiful lake full of lotuses. When the winter season comes, the whole water is transformed into ice. All the bees leave. Similarly, when our body is affected by the snow of old age, kshanat gade jivita chanjarige, when the bee flies off, janasya samsara sarova shushkam, they look at the world and then find it empty. Empty. It doesn't have anything alluring to offer. Our life should become more and more glorious as the day advances, as the age advances. I have seen only 2 people saying that when man becomes old, world and life become beautiful. I don't know what you have to say. Only 2 people have told me, life is beautiful when you grow old. In young age, you have no patience. In Bhandara, I was hosted by the ordnance factory general manager Mr. Gupta. I was sitting in the drawing room one day talking to his daughter. While she was talking to me, the little child came and started doing all this. She was a little unpleasant. Who? The mother. So the child went away. Then I asked, my dear girl, your child came, fondled you well. Did you appreciate it? Swamiji, I cannot appreciate it because it was a disturbance. Huh? Is it a fact or not? You don't have the maturity. Why? Let her come and do what they want. Anybody who feels disturbance, he is immature. So I said, you know how much I enjoyed the sight. You on the one hand and the child on the other. You were engaged in a conversation with somebody. In spite of it, the child walks in freely, innocently, and catches hold of you. How great it would be if we are like children, but we are not able to. Then she said, Swamiji, as long as we are young, we cannot enjoy this sight. Maybe I will have to become a grandmother to do so. This is what she told me. Trishna Nadi Saratara Pravaha Grastakhila Ananda Padartha Jata Tatastha Santosha Suvriksha Mula Nikasha Daksha Bahati Haloke. I am chanting these verses because I have chanted them very well, enjoyed them. Just like I chant verses on Brahman, God, etc. In what manner they delight me, in the same manner or even in greater measure, these verses also delight me. And I would like you also to be delighted by these beautiful, elevating thoughts. As long as you have moderate love, it is quite all right. When the love becomes greed, the whole joyfulness is lost. Are you following me? Have moderate, as Krishna says. Yuktahara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapna babodhasya, yogo bhavati dukhaha. Be moderate, moderate, moderate. Get married if you so like, have 1 or 2 children. The right measure will be 2 children to replace the father and the mother. In having children, you are not doing anything very special. All people get married, they have children. You were also a child at one time. Take to it in a moderate manner. Oh, child is born, birthday, what is there? I don't understand. What is there so much there? If you want to do anything for the well-being of the child, longevity of the child, you do. Why make it a festival for no reason? What is there new, you tell me? So be moderate. Anything when it becomes greed and greedy, it starts overflowing. As long as a river is flowing moderately, it is useful. All the trees on the both sides, they will get enough water, they will bear fruits, flowers, etc. But when it starts with turbulence, even the trees will be uprooted from the shores. You must have seen from we had cloudburst, etc. All the buildings, everything was falling. So he says, Trishna Nadi Saradara Pravaha Grastakhila Ananda Padartha Jata. Like a river in turbulence starts overflowing. The trees standing on the shores, they are uprooted along with the fruits, flowers, everything is gone. Tatastha santosha suvriksha moola nikasha daksha bahatiha loge. This is what happens when you have greed arising from love. Desire becoming a greed, the whole joy is lost. So have moderate desires, try to fulfill them in a moderate manner. A moderate measure of anything and everything is good. There is a proverb in our language, even nectar in excess measure is poison. It will cause indigestion. Taranti mahatanga ghatatarangam Ranam buddhim ye mayitena shura Shurastaye vehamanastarangam Dehendriyam bodhimimam taranti. My dear souls, you should feel proud of this literature. I repeatedly tell people, how do you measure the greatness of a society? Can you tell me? In terms of nuclear plants? What is the real greatness of a society? The everlasting literature they are able to produce. All the memorials made out of earth substances, they will degenerate, decline and fall. The only thing that will be reviving itself and reliving, literature. Imagine the Vedas composed in prehistoric times. Even now they are current. Valmiki's Ramayana, we don't know anything about it. But we have the book. And it's inspiring us, guiding us, influencing us, strengthening us, invigorating us, enriching us at every point. How many copies have been printed? How many translations have been made? How many descriptions have been made? This was written by a man who was in a way our forefather. You cannot doubt the author of Ramayana. And that author belongs to this land. He is one of our predecessors. That literature has not become extinct. Writing is of two kinds, contemporary writings and eternal writings. Contemporary writings will disappear after some time. Eternal writings will be sought for and revived. So this is such a literature. Taranti madanga ghatatarangam Ranam buddhim ye mayitena shura. My dear sage, I have to tell you this. I am a prince. I am trained in archery. I do well. We always refer to Rama Bana, Ba. The Bana of Rama, Ba. One Bana, Marija, Pup. He says, those people who come to the battlefield and start fighting with people on the ground, in the chariot, on elephant top, fight, kill them. They are not the heroes of the world. Ranam buddhim ye mayitena shuraha. Who shows their valor? In the ocean of the battlefield, they are not. Shurastaye vehamanastarangam dehendriyam bodhimimam taranti. There is an ocean within your body. And in that ocean, mind is roaring like a huge wave. In that ocean, if you are able to swim across and reach the shore, that man is the greatest and adorable hero. I don't know whether you like.
Yes.
Huh? Yes. Thoda sochiye na. This is the evaluation about life. Coming from a 16-year-old boy. And what is the age of many people here? Nearly 60. Don't say that you have to wait for old age to reflect upon the nature of the world in which you are. Janah kama sakto vividha kukala cheshtana paraha Satuswapnepyasmid jagadi sulabho naadya sujanaha kriya dukkha sanga vidura nunamakhila na jane nedavya kathamika dasha jividamayi. I like this very much. So I am never disappointed in my life. Only when you have appointment, you will quote disappointment. Janah kama sakto. I have found in this world that everyone is driven by kama, passion. Vividha kukala cheshtana paraha. And he has no qualms, no reluctance in taking up any kind of an evil act. Sadhuswapne pyasmid jagadi sulabho naadya sujanaha. Even in dream, my dear sage, I am not able to find a good and a noble man. Kriya dukkha sanga vidura nunamakhila. Activities also are often tormenting and troublesome. Therefore, na jane netavya kathamika dasha jividamayi. This tenor called human life, I don't know how to lead it to the desired destination and success. Who is saying this? What was his age? And that too after pilgrimage. Your house is not the teacher. Build houses. Look at the walls and die. Or the hospitals. You are not going to evolve. Arjuna began to think and he evolved. Till then he did not think. We must pick up the thought process, the vichara process, the reflectional process. Now Sri Rama is concluding his statement. This is what I have seen. I am not able to bear my body, bear my mind. What shall I do? I am alone and the world is plentiful. I want you to tell me, Vyavaharavato yuktya dukkham nayati me. Yaya athava vyavaharasya brutatam yukti muttama. My dear sage, do you know anything about a line of thinking, a philosophical point of view, or something in the way of an evaluation, insight, which will help me to transcend my miserable plight? So many people have lived in this world. They must also have encountered a dejection like mine. What happened to all of them? Did they not survive it? Can it be survived? Is there a way of living in this world insulating sufficiently against the so-called impacts of the fleeting world objects? He says, how did they encounter? How did they overcome? Yatha janasi bhagavan tatha mohana vrittaye bruhi me sadhavo yena nunam nirdukhatam gadaha. My dear sage, you are experienced. You are a contemplative sage, a self-knower. Tell me, how did people overcome their delusion, doubt and distress? Do you know? Then will you please tell me? And by hearing you and adopting whatever you say, will I be able to reach a non-miserable state? A state free of misery and agitation. Suppose your answer is, there is no such yukti. The word yukti is used here. What does it mean? Yukti means reason and logic. See, you are always suffering. Suffering from what? By a thought process. Somebody dear and near has gone. Oh, he has gone. What shall I do? It's a thought process. Now, this mind can be treated only by the intelligence. And the intelligence always treats with knowledge and reason. Yuktiri yadi brahmanna vidyade na bhakti mamava kaschid vidyamanam apispudam. There is already a line of reasoning, a methodology by virtue of which beautiful, fulfilling wisdom can be acquired. I know it. Suppose you say, I will not tell you. After hearing you, will I be able to attain it myself and use it efficiently? And will I be rid of my sufferings, turbulence and agitation? Swayameva Swayam chaiva na chapnomi tam vidya vishramti manuttamam tadaham tyakta sarveho nirahankaratam gataha. So what did he say? What did the old people, our ancient people do? Did they not overcome? Is there a way for it? Do you know it? Will you tell me? Can I use it with benefit? If answer to any one of these questions is a no, you know what Rama said? Na bhokshe na pibamyambu natah paridadhembaram karomi naham vyaparam snana dhanasanadigam. Na bhokshe, Rama will not eat. Na pibamyambu, he will not drink water. Natah paridadhembaram, naham paridadhembaram, I will not put on my clothes. Karomi naham vyaparam, I will not undertake any activity or interaction. Snana dhanasanadigam, even bathing and eating. Na kinchitapi vanchami dehatyagadrute mune, I will not desire anything except the fall of my body. Are you with me? Yes. Huh? Kevalam vikata shango nirmamo gatamatsaraha maunaye vehatishtami lipikarmasvivarpidaha. Rama will be just like one painted in the wall. He will not do anything. I will only desire the fall of my body. Just see, we know about Arjuna. Having said whatever he had to say to Krishna, he said, he kept his bow and arrow down and sat. The master of a chariot, sitting on the chariot, leaving the bow and arrows, out of a suffering which was scorching his body and senses, unheard of. Here Sri Rama, remaining in the palace, luxurious palace, he is putting it in his manner. There was no fight, there was no battle. He went on a pilgrimage and he came back. And this is what he has to report. You know the poetic beauty with which the whole conversation is rendered by Valmiki in 32,000 Sanskrit verses. The biographical Ramayana has got 24,000 Sanskrit verses. Here it is 8,000 more. And the beauty is far more. Ityuktavan amalashita karabhiramo Ramo mahattara vichara vikashi cheta tushnim babhuva purato mahatam ghananam Kekarabashramavashadiva Nilakantha. I like this verse very much. You may not understand the philosophy of it, but you know, it's such a beautiful narration. He is picturing the dispassion of Sri Rama. He says, after having said all this, Ityuktavan Amalashita karabhiramo. Rama was as beautiful otherwise as the full moon. Ramo mahattara vichara vikashi cheta. He was only 16 years, not even an adult. because his mind picked up a lofty line of thinking. He was given to vichara, introspection. That introspection elevated his mind to such a level that he was able to speak far better than all the adults could think of. Mahattara vichara vikashi cheta. His mind was edified by lofty introspection, as a result of which it became splendorous. After having said all this, tushnim babhuva, he kept quiet. Where? Purato mahatam ghananam. There were a number of sages there, not merely Vasishtha Deva. Vasishtha, Valmiki, Bharadwaja, and Vishwamitra, and so many others were there. All of them were. Are you following me? All of them were like clouds, dense clouds in the sky. When the sky is flooded with dense clouds, what is the next? Huh? So the peacock, looking at the dense clouds, it starts dancing and producing a lot of sound. After some time it becomes tired. Then they withdraw. Suddenly the cloud sheds. Here also, these people who were sitting around him, they were like dense clouds. Every one of them was carrying the water of wisdom to cool the earth. Mahatam ghananam kegaravashramavashadiva nilakantha. Like a peacock produces sounds and then withdraws, Rama withdrew and sat. Now it is for the sages to address Rama. The scene evoked celestial responses. A number of people from the sky started seeing, what is this? A young boy, a young prince of 16 years, presenting such great thoughts which elderly people would not be able to present about the world. All are living in this world. But this kind of a picturization nobody has seen or heard. So all of them came. There were showers of flowers, flower showers. Valmiki goes on describing what are the different kinds of flowers which greeted him. And everybody was anxious. Rama has asked the right question. Let us see whether the saints are competent enough to treat his grief. If they cannot treat, their life is not worthy. So there was a lot of anxiety on the one hand and expectation. Rama has finished his narration and Vasishtha has to begin his statement. I will stop here today. Why are you a little grave? I think you should be a little more relaxed. Smile a little. You have the teeth as well as the lips. Why not be smile?
Pranam Swamiji. I think hearing about Sri Rama and how at the age of 16 also, it makes us all understand the long way we have to go. Pujya Swamiji has spoken on Yogavasishtha Ramayana before in different forums, but I think every time he does, it completely captures the imagination and makes us feel Rama, feel the presence of Sri Rama in a different way than what we usually do. Swamiji, there is a question. Will you take the question today? Pujya Swamiji, pranams. Is the effect of satsangs temporary or permanent? Does it depend on the listener, the speaker, or both? Some say the words of a Sadguru never fail to produce result. On the other hand, self-effort is also said to be of paramount significance.
What?
Self-effort is also said to be of paramount significance. So it's in three parts. The effect of satsang, whether it's temporary or permanent. Does it depend on the listener, the speaker, or both? And is it that the words of the Sadguru will automatically transform us, or is it that we have to make self-effort that is more important?
Very good question. Who is the questioner? Let me see.
Swamiji, it's come online.
Oh, it's online. Has he given the name?
No, Swamiji, it's on my WhatsApp.
If there is no name, I would not like to answer it.
We'll get the name, Swamiji, but it's it's obviously a serious seeker.
Okay, let the online people know through this medium.
Okay, Swamiji.
Whenever you raise a question, put your name. If you cannot disclose your name, then whom shall I answer? The paper? Or the TV screen? Website screen? See, the words of the Sadguru and the satsang, is it an eternal one or is it a short-living one? The answer is in all that we are saying. An instance took place in the battlefield of Kurukshetra 5,157 years ago. Vedavyasa rendered it into palm leaves. 5,157 years have passed. Even now people are involved in it. They find inspiration, guidance, hope, certainty, clarity, anchor. What else? So satsang and Sadguru's words always are eternal. It is these eternal words that we are explaining. Sage Vasishtha, when did he live? In Treta Yuga. Krishna lived almost towards the end of Dwapara. Now I am reading this Yogavasishtha written by Valmiki. The Upadesha Vasishtha gave. By this, don't you understand that it has got an eternal relevance and ever inspiring power and potential? Now, the Sadguru speaks only to the disciple. The disciple actually goes to him and makes him speak. So the very going to the Sadguru itself is self-effort. If the disciple doesn't come before the Guru, how will he speak? If Arjuna did not ask Krishna to speak, he would not have spoken. He said, I am no more your brother-in-law. I am your disciple and you are my teacher. I anoint you as one. Talk to me as a teacher will to the student. This is what he said. So it was the self-effort of Arjuna that made Krishna speak. So the satsang follows the self-effort of the disciple, and after hearing the Sadguru, he embarks upon the seeking life. So it is to be followed by self-effort, only to guide the self-effort, initiate and inspire the Guru speaks, if at all. So the two are complementary to each other, indispensable for the other. Self-effort is what takes one to the Guru, and Guru's words are the one which take the seeker to his destination.
Pranam Swamiji. Swamiji has written significant books on Yogavasishtha. The first one, Quietude of the Mind, I think many of you are aware of. And the second is a series, Science of Inner Redemption. It appeared in Vicharasetu. 3 volumes are published and the 4th is ready. But it's also an ongoing series in Vicharasetu. And those of you who haven't subscribed should subscribe at least to the e-version. It's a wonderful series and a good way to keep in touch with Pujya Swamiji. Swamiji, should we conclude for today?
None of you has anything to ask for?
Dr. Das, can you come?
Swamiji, Rama was in Tirtha Yuga, whereas Yogavasishtha Ramayana was written about 1200.
What is that? Rama was in Treta Yuga?
He was in Tirtha Yuga. That means long before the Dwapara Yuga. But Yogavasishtha Ramayana is written now very recently, probably
Hmm?
about 1200 or 1300 years before.
Who?
Yogavasishtha Ramayana?
No.
No.
It is much older. I have not read any historic or research evaluation about the age of Yogavasishtha Ramayana. Obviously, it must be older. Even if it is recent, the story that we are narrating is very old. It is about Sri Rama and Vasishtha. And if the author is a recent author, where from did he get the material? So the material was available somewhere. Even Vedavyasa did not produce the Vedas. He only collected the material and edited them. Srimad Bhagavata also is a renewed version or an amalgamated version of literature and thoughts which were already present. All our samhitas are like that. Hora Samhita in astrology, that is like that. Panini's grammar, he was not the first grammarian. So many grammarians were there. Seeing all of them, he produced a grammar of his own. So the thought processes are always earlier, before the writer. Is it okay?
Any other questions? Please come.
Swamiji Pranam. Pranam. Swamiji Pranam. Swamiji, when we experience our own existence very naturally, I am, मैं हूँ, जब we feel always I am. So how we identify our body, कैसे हम लोगों को अज्ञान, how become we ignorant again and again when we identify our own existence, it doesn't change at any time. In the bodyhood, I same, in the adult, I same, in the old age, I same. Still it is very normal and very easy, but उसके बाद भी how we identify with body and we suffer in ignorance.
You are saying, in spite of the I constantly being with us, nobody is thinking about it. Why? Is that what your point?
My point is that when it is very natural, we feel that our existence is never changes. In spite of that, we identify with body and we behave like that I am this body.
See, please take your seat. This is a very scientific question. People will have to be scientific and rational to understand this and answer this. Can you have motion without friction? Tell me. Can you have only one side of the palm, not the other? So, the world consists of infinite plurality so that you can compare and contrast, develop knowledge, choose between them, try to find out what is good and what is bad. Suppose there was only a homogeneous, uniform existence everywhere. Will you be able to transact with it? Am I clear? See, our astronauts, when they were going to the moon, they left the entire orbit of the earth. And then whenever they looked at, they could not understand anything at all. And they had to be told, this is night, you go to sleep. This is morning, you go to the toilet. Time for breakfast, time for meals, etc. So in a state where nothing is there distinguishable, nobody will be able to do anything. Similarly, we are given ignorance to begin with. When there is ignorance to begin with, you can work on it and try to become knowledgeable. Suppose a board is there, it should be a black board, then you can write with a white chalk. So this ignorance is necessary to understand the need for knowledge and become illumined. Suppose you become illumined right in the beginning. Sage Vasishtha was born absolutely illumined, so he had no worries at all about the world. He had no worry, no anxiety. He did not know anything about the world, no feeling, no sympathy for others. So Brahma called him and put his on his lap and cursed him. What was the curse? Let worldliness grip you. So worldliness gripped him. She started suffering. Hare, what shall I do? What shall I do? Then Brahma instructed him this wisdom and said, now after having gained this wisdom, known also how suffering is, as long as you live, you enlighten the people of dispassion with spiritual wisdom, and the non-dispassionate people, you tell them the path of rituals and ceremonies. He said. Is it clear? Huh? Does it help you? Either you are born with ignorance or you are born with knowledge. If you are born with knowledge, you will not be available for anything. So let us use the ignorance and delusion that we have in a proper manner so that we will be illumined. See, it is so simple. Our mind is placed in the center. On this side, the body and the senses are there. So the external perceptible object world is around you. If the mind turns inward, it finds that it has got far greater infinite expanse, depth and vastness. And that is very blissful. This is very miserable. You are asked to choose. Choose the outside world and be a prey to evanescence, fleetingness. Choose the inner world and float in the ecstasy of immortality. Both are available before man. It's a question of your choosing. This choosing will not take place except when you are guided. So right from the childhood days, we should influence the child, guide the child to say, don't believe in everything that you see outside. Sit in a place, close your eyes, spend some time, 15, 20 minutes without speaking. Why don't you teach the children? And they will grow very well. That is why we have the temple practices, taking the child to a temple, do circumambulation, stand there, chant some nama, etc. Actually, it is a great training, psycho-intellectual training. To keep quiet, to keep quiet, to keep quiet. So I think we are missing it. We only believe in what is seen, but we are not interested in the seeing process and the seer. Even the sight, you tell me whether it is external or internal. Huh? It is internal, but we think that it is external. You never see your body at all. Your body's imprint is taken by the mind through the eyes, and that mental imprint alone you see. Is not mind internal? What about the mind's imprint? Internal. So where is your body? External or internal? This is the truth. Why not we understand it? How many thoughts our mind has made? So many. And all of them have subsided in the mind. So is there any imprint of the mind which the mind cannot survive? Why are you keeping quiet? Can there be an imprint in the mind which the mind cannot survive or sustain? No. Then why are you agitated? Let there be any memory, any agitation, any concern, any anxiety. It is all like a wave in the sea. The sea is so vast, deep, that nothing matters. Similarly, we have got an oceanal mind, a spatial mind, and it can sustain any kind of an action or an interaction. This is a fact, and you can know it only by your intelligence, not by anything else. So use your intelligence to extract this kind of a treasure. Our mind is a treasure, our intelligence is a treasure, and we have to use them as such. Then everything will be all right. I want you to take a resolution. What is that? I would like to probe into my own inner treasure. People all complain about the mind, not knowing that the mind is a treasure. Never use it. Conventional use, only to get miserable. The mind can also make you delightful. We will see about it in the days to come. Shall we?
Swamiji.
Shall I conclude? संवेद्यवर्जितमनुत्तममेघमाद्यं संवित्पदं विकलनं कलयन्महात्मन् हृद्येव तिष्ठ कलनारहितक्रियां तु कुर्वन् अकर्तृपदमेत्य शमोदितश्री कुर्वन् अकर्तृपदमेत्य शमोदितश्री. This is a verse from Yogavasishtha Ramayana. I used to chant it. I think all of you have come here with sufficient preparation and readiness, wanting something truly spiritual, noble, great, deep and lofty. Try to grasp this lofty thought. Samvedyavarjidam anuttamamekam adyam samvitpadam. The word samvit refers to consciousness. Consciousness is actually an abode. It is within the body. But actually when you know consciousness in full, body is within it. The world is within it. Seemingly it is within our body. There we have the mind. And the mind goes on thinking. When the mind thinks, it becomes the thinker. And as a thinker, it gives rise to the thinking process. And as an outcome, the thought comes. So how many are there? 3. Thinkerhood, thinking, and the outcome called thought. But are they there? Huh? Are they there? You have produced millions and trillions of thoughts. Are they stacked within our body? Huh? So though it gives rise to the tribudi, thinker, thinking and thought, it is really devoid of this bifurcation. Samvedyavarjitam. It is unparalleled. It is singular. It is primordial. This inner abode, which consists of this singular and homogeneous consciousness, which does not get divided at all at any time, vikalanam kalayan mahatman. It is very difficult to reach it with the senses, but contemplate upon it. Rama, hridyeva tishtha. Resorting to this inner subject contemplation, you abide in your own heart. Hridyeva tishtha. I don't know whether you have got my message. Abide in your own heart. Heart, not the biological heart. The psychic heart, the source of that feeling and knowledge, where from it comes, that source. Hridyeva tishtha. Kalanarahita kriyam tu kurvan. Without any crisscross imagination, go on doing your activity earnestly and fulfillingly. Akartrupadametya shamodita shri. Reach a state of non-doership and have the splendor of desire freeness. Let the face radiate the majesty of placidity in your mind. I sometimes wonder, I am using words or do they mean anything? Huh? Is it the cleverness of words? Huh? See, don't go and sit anywhere else. Sit within your own heart. Understand that you are the source of the thinker, the thinking and the thought process. All these processes surface and simply they subside. What remains is that thinking substance. All the other things go away, go away, go away. Understand this, and by virtue of the understanding, dwell within your own heart. Dwell within your own heart. Do all the activities that come up for you to do. At the same time, understand that the I does not do anything. The I does not do anything. Akartrapadametya shamodita shri. There is a splendor, a grace, a beauty, a charm, an allurement that graces one when he has no desire at all. You drop all your desires, that very instant God takes over you. Is there anybody who will apply for this lottery? Drop all your desires, you become a property of God. Okay, we shall conclude with an Om chanting. Hari Om Das.